Hi, welcome to Math After Hours with Miss Austin. I'm Miss Austin, a licensed math teacher here to help you with your math questions. Today I'm going to teach you how to use substitution to solve a system of two equations. To use substitution, you take one equation and plug it into the other. Because what does substitute mean? If you have a substitute teacher at school, what happens? Someone else fills in for your teacher, right? So we're taking one equation and substituting it in to the other. So if we look at these two equations, what you'd want to do is solve for one of your variables. You have three choices here. These three would be pretty easy to solve for. I personally would not choose this one because you have to think about what's going to happen. When you solve for y, you're eventually going to have to divide by 2, which could create some fractions, which we don't love. So I am not going to use that one. Just because it's on top, I'm going to solve for this x right here. To do that, all I would do is subtract 2y to the other side. So now I have x equals negative 2y minus 7. Here comes the substitution part. We can take this and plug it into the second equation for x. So now this is negative 2y minus 7 plus y equals negative 3. And now we just solve for y. On the left-hand side, I'll combine my y terms together. That's negative y minus 7 equals negative 3. Now I'll add 7 to the other side, which makes negative y equal to positive 4. And finally, to get y by itself, we just need to divide by that negative. And so y equals negative 4. So now we just need to solve for x, which is handy because I actually have this equation up here that's already solved for x. So now that we know y, we can just plug that in. So x would be negative 2 times negative 4 minus 7, which is 8 minus 7, and that's 1. So the solution to this system is that x equals 1 and y equals negative 4. Not too bad. We're going to do one other example, and then hopefully that helps and you can do your assignment or whatever you're working on right now. So with this second equation, or the second system, I should say, which variable would we want to solve for? We really only have one choice, and that's this one right here. If you solve for any of the others, all of these will end up giving you fractions, because when you divide by that coefficient in front, you're going to get fractions. So we're going to stick with solving for x on top. So if I add 2y to the other side, I get that x equals 2y plus 5. So we're going to take this equation and plug it in for x in the second equation. So I still have the 2 in front, but x is now 2y plus 5. And then we have plus 5y equals negative 8. Getting rid of my parentheses, I'll distribute in 2 to get 4y plus 10 plus 5y equals negative 8. On the left-hand side, we can add like terms. We can combine the y terms. That's 9y plus 10 equals negative 8. Getting the y term by itself, we'll subtract 10 to the other side. So 9y equals negative 18. And finally, dividing by 9, we get that y is negative 2. And just like with the first system, I have this equation up here that's already solved for x, which is pretty handy once we have y. So x is 2y plus 5, which means that's 2 times negative 2 plus 5, which is negative 4 plus 5, which is 1. So the solution to this system is x equals 1 and y equals -2. And that is how you use substitution to solve a system of 2 equations. So just remember to be careful which one you choose to solve for. Try to pick the one that's going to be the easiest and avoid fractions if you can. Thank you for watching. If you have any videos you would like me to do, please comment below and I will try to get to them. And please like and subscribe.